Welcome back to Rosy Short Stories. What if what you keep calling a habit, heaven, God himself, is calling an idol? What if what you keep brushing off as, this is just how I cope with it, this is just how I deal with it, this is just me, this is the very thing that is keeping you bound? See, that hits different because idolatry sounds easy to preach about when it is a golden calf in the Bible. But it gets real quiet when idolatry is sitting at your table, riding in your car, living in your house, running your appetite, calling your name on your lunch break, waiting for you at the liquor store, meeting you in the smoke break, looking back at you in the mirror, pulling on you every time your emotions get loud. That is when it gets personal. Because idolatry is not always a statue. It is whatever keeps getting your time and thoughts, doing those things more than give God time or your thoughts. Please know we serve a jealous God. When you are overeating, could be the gym, alcohol, tattoo, your children, your job. There are so many things that you could be doing that is considered idolatry. Whatever keeps pulling you back, even when God has already put his finger on it, that is idolatry. And a whole lot of people are in it and do not even realize it. Some folks think idolatry got nothing to do with them because they are not bowing down to some carved image. You better look again. Because some of us are not just overeating. We are overindulging. And you refuse restraint, allow this to be a mirror. Because now, the question is, why does your flesh always get the final word? And some people do not want to hear that. Some people are not just smoking cigarettes. I have heard folks say, the cigarettes ain't going to keep me from heaven. It will just get me there sooner. Trust and believe that is a lie. Satan tells you in your thoughts. Don't buy into that. Anything you keep putting in God's place is considered an idol to him. And it is clear in his word that an idolatry, I repeat, will keep you from the kingdom of heaven. Some people are needing that bottle, using that bottle to numb heartbreak, silence your mind, take the edge off, get through the day, go to sleep at night, or feel like yourself. That is not just drinking. That is a spirit of dependence. Because whenever something has become your go-to before God, your comfort, your release, your answer before God, that thing is sitting too high in your life. You need to take control now, before you don't have time. 1 second after you're dead is too late. And yes, let's go there. Some people are not just getting tattoos. It is tattoo after tattoo after tattoo, always needing more, always adding more, always marking the outside, always building the image, always feeding the outer man, always investing in what people can see while the inner man is still bleeding, still broken, still angry, still empty, still crying for healing. And nobody wants to ask the deeper question. What is driving that hunger? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to cover? What are you trying to express that you have not surrendered to God? What are you trying to build on the outside because something on the inside still does not feel settled? That is not condemnation. That is conviction. Because a whole lot of people do not want truth if truth requires change. And idolatry does not always look evil. Sometimes it looks normal. It looks common. Your friends do. Your family normalized. It looks like what the culture celebrates. Everybody does it. It's not that serious. It's just my little thing. This is how I cope. This is just me. No, that is the lie. Because anything that keeps competing with God for first place in your life is not small. Anything that keeps pulling your mind, your body, your cravings, your emotions, and your choices out of alignment with God needs to be confronted. And here is the part that really cuts. Some of us keep begging God for breakthrough while still protecting the thing that keeps us bound. We want peace, but keep feeding chaos. We want healing, but keep nursing habits that are draining our spirit. We want deliverance, but keep sleeping with what has us in chains, which is the enemy. We want God to move, but do not want to move what he has been telling us to get rid of. That is the mirror, not your neighbors or cousin, not your ex, you. What keeps getting your time? What keeps getting your loyalty? Keeps getting defended every time conviction shows up? What do you keep reaching for when life hurts? What do you keep feeding that is starving your spirit? Because some of us are not just struggling. We are serving what we refuse to confront. And that is why the old excuse does not work. God ain't done with me yet. Listen, growth is real. Nobody is perfect. But too many people use that line to stay comfortable in what God has already exposed. That is not humility. That is hiding, because when God saved you, He did not leave you empty. He gave you His Spirit. He gave you conviction. He gave you power. He gave you discernment. He gave you strength. He gave you the ability to tell your flesh no. So at some point, you have to stop saying, pray for me, and start saying, Lord, show me me. Show me where I have made room for idols in my life, where my cravings are louder than my convictions, where my emotions are running my choices, where my appetite has become my master, where smoking has become my comfort, where drinking has become my dependence, where tattoos and image have become obsession. Show me where I have let something sit in a place that belongs only to you, because that extra plate cannot heal your broken places. That cigarette cannot carry your burden. That bottle cannot free your soul. Those endless tattoos and all those piercing all over your face and body cannot fix what is bleeding on the inside. Those habits cannot hold you together. That idol cannot love you. It cannot save you. That idol will keep taking from you while promising it is helping you. But only God can reach that secret place. Only God can heal that wound. Only God can break that chain. Only God can fill that empty place you keep trying to fill with everything else. So this is not about shame. This is about waking up. This is about looking in the mirror and telling the truth. Lord, if it is in me, show me. If I have been feeding it, break my appetite for it. If I have been protecting it, expose it. If it has been sitting too high in my life, bring it down. If I have called it normal and you call it idolatry, give me the courage to stop lying to myself. Because the truth is, what you keep petting may be the very thing destroying your peace. What you keep excusing may be the very thing grieving God. What you keep calling just me may be the very chain wrapped around your soul. And today, that chain needs to break. And one more thing, please stop saying, God ain't done with me yet. That is a lie from the enemy to keep you down. God gave us a comforter once we accepted Him. And everything we need, we have inside of us. We just need to pull from it and grow. Because honestly, that's just an excuse us use so we don't have to change. But at what point do we ask ourselves if these things I keep doing, saying, or reacting to, the outcome is the same, and try some new actions for new outcomes? Okay, love you, child of God, and thank you for listening.